द्वैतराधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की प्रेमानंदे. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees of God.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Naranam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Nama Pangajanabhaya Nama Pangajamalini Nama Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajagre Mukam Karoti Vachanam Pankam Rangayade Girim Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamadhavam. Hare Krishna. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 13, Nature, the Enjoyer and Consciousness, verses 6 and 7. Mahabhudhyani hangaro buddhiravyaktameva cha indriyani dashegam cha panchachendriya gocharaha icha dvesha sukam dukkham sangadas chedanadhri edakshetram samasenam savigaramudahudam. Mahabhudani hangaro buddhir avyaktameva cha indriyani dashegam cha panchachendriya gocharaha Icha dvesha sukham dukkham sangadas chedanadhridi edat kshetram samasenam savigaram udahudam. Mahabhudani ahangaro buddhir avyaktameva cha indriyani dashaikam cha panchachendriya gocharaha icha dvesha sukham dukkham sangadas chedanadhridi edat kshetram samasenam savigaramudahudam. Hare Krishna. Katyani Maji Vacholo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mahabhudanya Hangaro Buddhi Avyaktameva ja Indriyani Dasegam ja Panchachendriya Gochara Ichadvesha Sukam Dukkham Sangadaschedanadriti Edat Kshetram Samasena Savigaramudahudam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Vaikari Maji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mahabhudanya hangaro buddhiravyaktamevacha indriyani dashayikam cha panchachendriya gochara icha desha sugha dukkam sanghada chedanadridi vedat kshetram samasena savigara mudakridam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Krishna ko.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mahabhudani ahangaro buddhir avyaktam evacha Indrayani daisagam cha panchachendriya gochara ichha dvesa sukham dukkham sanghatas chetana dridit itat kshetram samasena edat kshetram samasena sa vigaram udahratam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right. Rekha Maji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. महाभूतानि हङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि शैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचरः इच्छा द्वेषः सुखा दुःखं सङ्गतश्चेतना धृतिः एतच्छेत्रं समासेन साविकारम् उदाहृतम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Yeah, right. Can read that
Okay Prabhu.
meaning and
Mahabhutani, great elements, Ahankaraha, false ego, Buddhi, intelligence, Avyaktam, the unmanifested, Eva, certainly, Cha, also, Indriyani, senses, Dasha Ekam, 11, Cha, also, Pancha, 5, Cha, also, Indriyani, Gocharaha, objects of the senses, Icha, desire, Dveshaha, hatred, Sukham, happiness, Dukkham, distress, Sangataha, the aggregate Chetana, the living symptoms, Tritihi, conviction, Ethat, all this Kshetram, field of activities, Samasena, in summary, Savikaram, interaction, Udharatha, exemplified. The five great elements, false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, the mind, the five sense objects, desires, hatred, happiness, distress, the agitate, the life symptoms, and conviction. All these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interactions. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachurunmedidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadantigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udavadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Sam Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Saganalugnadan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Sadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishagan Vidamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Govesha Goviga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptakanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadrubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyev Cha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Peshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminidhi Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Mahabhudani Hangaro Buddhiravyaktamev cha Indriyani Dashayikam cha Panchachendriya Gocharaha Icha Dvesha Sukham Dukkham Sanghadaschedana Edakshetram Samasena Savigaramudahridam. The five great elements, false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, the mind, and the five sense objects, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms, and convictions. All these are considered, in summary, to be the field of activities and its interactions. Hare Krishna. So, Krishna has promised to give a brief description of the elements comprising of the body and what it shelters, what are its transformations, what is its nature, and what is the purpose of his body. All this he has said. The verse 4, first line. Tat Kshetram Yadaschayat Vigara yes Yadaschayat Dadusha Yad Vigara Yadaschayat. So now he is describing this briefly. Of course, before that, he has told Arjuna on his query where it is in detail given. He said it is given in Vedas, in Upanishads, in Puranas, in Vedanta Sutra. Everywhere, this subject matter is very well dealt with because it's very primary importance because it is concerning with the energy of Krishna. So you have to understand the energy of Krishna to understand Krishna. So this Kshetra is the external energy of Krishna, which is technically called Bahiranga Shakti. The Kshetra, which is a product of the Prakriti, Karya Karana Kartate, that means the body, Guru's body, senses, everything is a product of Prakriti only. And this Prakriti is a energy of Krishna. The Jiva, who is exploiting this Prakriti for his sense gratification, is also another energy of Krishna. It is considered to be a superior energy. Apareyam idastonyam pragatim vidhime param. 7.5 it is given, 7.6 it is given. That this Jiva is another energy of Krishna which is superior to the Prakriti, which is an inferior energy. So, if you have to understand Krishna, you have to understand his energies first, Shakti, then his name, then his form, then his pastimes, then his paraphernalia. One by one, you have to understand this. So, this subject is very important in the sense that this is a basic thing about Krishna. So, Krishna has describing this Prakriti in its manifest state. Now, Prakriti has got two states. One is an unmanifest state, and the second is a manifest state. Another is an unmanifest state. Unmanifest state is technically called Pradhana. That is the original state, Pradhana. And then in the Pradhana, when it is activated by the glands from Karnodashaya Vishnu, all the 24 elements in the Pradhana becomes active. Now, all of a sudden, Pradhana cannot activate his elements. It needs support from Krishna. So everywhere you can see Krishna support is saying, Maya Dekshana Pragati Suyadecha Characharam. 9.10 Krishna, verse 9.10, Krishna says, Maya Dekshana Pragati Suyadecha Characharam. By my presidents only, all these functions of the Prakriti is carried out. I am monitoring everything. It is not as if that Prakriti by its own, on its own, activates itself. No. It is with the help of Krishna only. In the form of Karanodashaya Vishnu, he is doing this. So, at the manifest stage, the 24th stage, the 24 elements become evolved from this Pradhana. And which are these 24 elements? That is described here. Mahabhudani. The first is Mahabhudani. Mahabhudani means Panja Mahabhudani. Starting, either you can say from subtle to gross or from gross to subtle, but there should be an order. So, from subtle, it is, first is ether, which is sky. Second is air. Third is fire. Fourth is water. And fifth is earth. Ether is most subtle and earth is most gross. So these are the 5 elements Mahavir is called Mahabhudani. And Ahankara. Next one is Ahankara. Ahankara is generated from gunas. Ahankara is that thing that covers your real intelligence. Because of Ahankara, though we are pure souls, we accept ourselves as an inferior prakriti. That means we are bodies. Body is a product of body. And when you accept ourselves as a body, that is on account of this ahankara only. Actually, we are the superior energy of Krishna. But because there is a tendency in the jiva to be attracted to or bewildered by the prakriti, it is technically classified as tadastha shakti, marginal potency. Right? Can be here also, can be there also. Tada means bank. You see the bank of river. River is one side and land is on the other side. That portion is bank. So jiva, because his potence of his tendency to be bewildered by prakriti, is classified as tadastha. And the jiva, why it is attracted? Because of this ahankara. This is false intelligence, a false sense of ego. False sense of ego. Real ahankara is I am Brahmasmi, I am the soul. Now false ahankara instigates jiva to be enwrapped in prakriti by the gunas. Now before talking about guna, Krishna says buddhi. Next one is buddhi. Mahabhudani, ahankara, buddhi. Buddhi is a product of Mahatattva. The first manifest state of Prakriti, Pradhana is Mahatattva. So that is buddhi. Now, next is Avyakta. Avyakta is actually gunas. 3 gunas put together, clubbed together, it is called Avyakta, unmanifest. Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Now, Mahabhudani, the gross elements, is a product of Ahankara in the Tamasaguna. That is, when you consider yourself to be merely body only. Like the last time we have mentioned this Annamaya consciousness. We are so gross that we are not at all advanced in spirituality, but then we consider ourselves a body and only the bodily enjoyment, gross body enjoyment. That means eating, drinking, sleeping, and engaging in sex. This is the basic gross enjoyment. And this gross enjoyment is due to an ahankara in the tamas kingdom. So the 5 elements are created by ahankara in tamasic. Now there are Dashegam Indriyani, 11 senses. 11 senses, one sense is mind. Other senses are 5 knowledge gathering senses, which is called Jnanendriya. Jnanendriya is known as, it's called knowledge gathering senses. Because through this Indriyas only, this Jnanendriya only, we can gather knowledge which is around us, the external knowledge. Which are these Jnanendriyas?
Mind intelligence.
Huh? Yes? Not clear.
Five sense organs.
5 sense organs. Not 5 sense organs different. Sense organs.
Jnanendriya madhya karmendriya
Jnanendriya means 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. Karmendriya is
I
called working sense.
Jnanendriya.
Jnanendriya is called
2 years, nose,
knowledge. Yes, 2
tongue,
ears, eyes, nose,
eyes,
tongue,
ears, tongue, skin.
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 So why so? Because through ears we can identify the sounds. Oh, that is music. That is harsh voice. This is music song sung by Yeshudas or Rafi. And this is a sound of parrot. This is a sound of a squirrel. Sound of all those sounds we can identify through ears. So from the ears, through sounds, we are gathering some knowledge. And through eyes, we can see different forms. Oh, this is tree, this is table, this is mountain, this is river, this is peacock, this is elephant, this is lion, this is lady, this is man, this is woman. So all these different forms, the knowledge about these different forms is gathered through your eyes only. And then through nose, we identify different fragrance or smell,
Smell, good
different
smell, bad smell,
smells,
good smell, bad
foul
smell.
smell, good smell, aromatic smell of a burn when cooking, something's burning in your stove, some burning smell is coming. In fact, if you go, there's some burning is there. If you go to Yajnashala, some sugandha of agarbatti, everything is there. Or if you go through a very dirty place, Malian place, the smell of this foul smell will be coming. Or if you go walk through a garden, you can find very nice smell. So these are different smells which is identified through nose. Then you have the tongue.
Taste,
Tongue is a relation what?
taste,
Taste. Oh, this is good taste, this is bitter, this is nice, this is sweet, this is burning, this is salty. So all those different tastes are identified through your tongue. And then touch, skin,
skin,
touch. This is
good.
hot, this is cold, this is rough, this is smooth. So that's why ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and skin are called jnanendriyas. Now, after jnanendriya, you gather some knowledge. If you want to execute something, some action is there, then karmendriya comes. Because we can do execute actions only through the working senses of karmendriya. Which are the karmendriyas?
Hands, legs,
Yes, yes.
and
Throat,
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 through genitals,
and then two genitals. Yes,
and anus.
anus. Yes. These are the working senses. Throat, two hands are there, two legs are there, then excretory organs, and then genitals. So these are the karmendriyas. And the 11th indriya, mind, is classified also as indriya because it is controlling all the jnanendriyas. And is controlling all karmendriya also. The jnanendriyas are circling this mind only. And after getting knowledge and getting connecting with intelligence, the mind then dictates, and with the mind, you do some action. I want gulab jam, so I go to a bakery and then I walk across and then buy this gulab jam or whatever it is, some bakery items. Then with my hand I pay the amount, and then with my hand I carry this, and my legs can help me to take it back to my home. So all this coordination of hands, legs is done through mind. So 11 senses. So the senses are Hankara in the form of Rajogun. Now, Hankara, we have to understand that we feel that we are this body, we are the senses, we are the mind. So that is Hankara. And whose body is Hankara in Tamasic Guna. Senses are Hankara in Rajogun, and mind is Hankara in Sattvic Sattvic. So that we have Mahabhuta five are there. Then Ahankara 6, Buddhi 7, Avyaktam is Gunas 8, then Indriyani Dashak 11 senses, 11 plus 8, 19, and then Pancha Chendriya Gochara, sense objects, 5 sense objects. So which are the 5 sense objects? Yes, we have already discussed actually. The senses is for senses. Sorry. For the ears, the sense object is what?
Sound.
Sound. For the eyes, the sense object is
Sight.
form.
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 And for the nose, the sense object is smell.
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 For the tongue, it is taste, and for the skin, it is touch.
Touch.
Now, if you are working through the subtle order, that is either air,
Earth.
fire, water, and earth. Then, if you correlate this, then first one is ether is equal to sound, air is equal to touch, fire is equal to form, water is to taste, and earth to smell. That is why it is called Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha. Now, this sense objects is situated between the gross elements and the senses. Senses means the Jnanendriyas. Now you take this earth, sorry, either. From either the sound. The sound is connected to ears. From air, touch. Touch is connected to skin.
And skin.
And then from fire comes form, and form is connected to eyes. And from water comes taste, and taste is connected to
tongue.
And then from earth comes smell, and
Nose.
smell is connected to
Nose.
Smell is understood by sense nose. The taste is understood by tongue. The form is understood by eyes. The touch is understood by skin. And then the shabda, the sound, is understood by ears. So the sense objects is between the gross elements and the senses. Okay, now that is 24 elements are there now. You're very thorough with this. 5 Panchabhudani, Mahabhudani. 6th is Ahankara. 7th is Buddhi. 8th is Avyakta. And then 11 senses, 8 plus 11, 19. Then 5 sense objects. You just write it down and read it for a few times, then that will form in your mind. How it is classified, what is the position of these elements, all those things, that is knowledge. So this knowledge is very important because knowledge nourishes bhakti. And then what is it said by Krishna again? Icha dvesha sukham dukkham. Icha dvesha sukham dukkham. Desire, desire, hatred, happiness, and sorrow. These are the products of the mind. These are the products of the mind. It is executed or is expressed through the mind. These are the transformation, you can say transformation. Now, this verse gives a brief of this transformation only. It is an elaborate list is given Brihadaranya Upanishad. Brihadaranya Upanishad gives a list of what are the transformations like Icha Dvesha is called. Kama, Sankalpa, Vijikitsa, Shadda, Ashadda, Dhir, Adhir, Hrir, Dhir, Bhir, Edad. Now I'll speak once more. You can note it down slightly. Kama. Kama means desire. Sankalpa. Sankalpa is determination. Resolve, firm resolve or firm determination is called Sankalpa. Like we say, I have taken a Sankalpa. That means I have resolved to do something. Then Vijigitsa. Vijigitsa means uncertainty. You are wavering. So Kama, Sankalpa, Vijigitsa. Then Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. Opposite is Ashraddha. Faithlessness. And then Dhridi. Dhriti means perseverance. Dhriti. If you want to do something, you have to do it. I mean, follow behind that. There should be a lot of perseverance is required. If you want to complete a task, the perseverance is required. So perseverance is called dhriti. Adhriti means lack of perseverance. Oh, I started do something and I find some obstruction or something and I left it. Okay, I don't want to continue with this. So you are not perseverant. If you are doing something, there'll be some hardships, there'll be some obstructions. So many things are there. Then you have to overcome everything. That is called perseverance. And if you don't have that, it's called adhriti. Then what Kriir? Kriir means humility. Kriir, H-R-I-R, Kriir. Kriir means humility. Dheer means intelligence. And Bhir means fear. So, Kama, Sangalpa, Vijigitsa, Shraddha, Ashraddha, Dhridir, Adhridir, Kriir, Dheer, Bhir. Edat Sarvam Mana Eva. That is stated by Brihat Aranya Upanishad. One of the famous, one of the 10 principal Upanishads is Brihat Aranya Upanishad. Brihat Aranya Upanishad giving these 10 lists and he says that Edat Sarvam Mana Eva. These are all transformation of the mind only. Then all these qualities of mind only? Is it not spiritual? Then spiritual qualities are also there. That is stated in Mahabharata. Say that Imam Savam Bhagavado Vishnu Vyasena Kirtidam Padeja Iche Purusha Shreya Praptam Sudhanicha. Because Chandogya Upanishad states the 8 qualities of Atma, Satya Sankalpa, Satya Dham, Kama is there. The 8 qualities of the Atma as given in Chandogya Upanishad are as follows. Ya Atma Abhada Patma. First is Abhada Patma, sinless. Baba, which has been destroyed, sinless. So the first quality of Atma is sinless. Second one is Vijara. Vijara means not aging. Doesn't age without sin, without aging. And then Vimrityu, without death. Vishoga, without sorrow. Vijigitsa, without hunger. Apipasha, Apipasha means without thirst. Satyagama, true desire. And Satya Sankalpa, true resolve. So these are the 8 qualities of Atma. So Atma has also got qualities. This connected to Atma. And this Paramatma is everything is coming from Paramatma from Krishna. So if you want to get the highest benefit, Shreya Praptam. Shreya means actually as far as Vaishnava is concerned, or Gaudiya Vaishnavas are concerned, it is Krishna Prema. The highest is Krishna Prema, obtaining Krishna Prema. So you have to understand this, why Krishna is glorified. So that is also a qualities. So Acha Dvesha Sukham Dukkham. Sanghada means refers to material body. This Sanghada means these 24 elements. The 24 elements comprising is called Sanghada, is called the body. 24 elements are elements of the field of activity, which in the form, when it put together in a shape, is called body. And Chedana Adriti, it is a support for the soul that we have discussed. It can function either support of the Chedra or either for enjoyment or for liberation. That we have decided. With the same body, senses, everything, we can either enjoy or with the same thing, we can get liberated also. Now, if you relate this shloka with the first line of the fourth verse. He said that Tat Shetam Yascha. Yascha means, first Yascha means, what are the elements comprising of this? What are the elements starting from Pradhana up to 5 gross elements? These are the basic elements of the body. So Yacha means the 5 basic elements. Okay. Yacha, Yadriksha. Yadriksha means what it contains, what gives shelter. So the senses and the sense objects, senses like the ears and sound, and sense objects like sound, all the 10 senses and the 5 sense objects, that is which the body gives shelter to. They give in these senses and senses are contained within the body. So that is called Yadiksha, Yascha Yadiksha, Yadvigari, transformation. The transformation is what? Desire and the qualities that affect the mind. It is expressed through the mind. That is called Yadvigari. And the field is support for Jiva to enable him from enjoyment. This is the word of Yadascha. Yadvigari, Yada means it is a support for body. And Yadcha means a Sarupa. Yadascha Yad. Tat Kshetram Yascha Yadiksha Yadvigari Yadascha Yad. The 5 things. Yadsha, Yadiksha, Yadvigari, Yadascha Yad. So first Yadsha is the 5 gross elements. And Yadiksha means the senses and sense objects contained within this body. Yadvigari means the Icha, Desha, all this transformation of the mind. Yadascha is a purpose of the body, either to enjoy or to get liberated. And Yadcha is the Swarupa, which is the body. So this is the explanation given. And finally it is said that, what is it saying? Edat Kshetram Samasena. Edat Kshetram Samasena. This is I'm giving briefly. Savigaram. So this body is subjected to 6 types of transformations. The body as a whole is subjected to 6 transformation that is given by Yaska. Yaska, yes, Yaska only. But Yaska is a very renowned Maharshi. So he has given the fight on Jayade Asti Vardade Abarimanade Vinashchadi. This is 6 given, is giving the 6 transformations. Jayade means getting birth. The body is first comes into existence. That is called Jayade. Then Vardhade Asti. Asti means remains for some time. The body remains for some time. Vardhade means then it grows. Abarimayade means it gives byproducts, like you produce children. Then next is deterioration, and the last one is vinashchad, that is vanishing. So you take for some time, suppose take up our body, human being or any body. First it comes to being. When it is getting born, it is called coming to being. That is the first stage, and then it remains for some time. So it grows for some time. It grows first. It grows. Then up to age of maybe 18, 20, it grows. Then it remains there for some time. That particular stage, remains for some time, and then it produces offsprings, byproducts, which are children. Then after sometimes, say after age of 50 and all that, starts deteriorating, and then it vanishes. The body dies. So these are the 6 transformations. Any body, not human being, whether it's tree also, any bird also, any human animal also, these 6 transformations are common. This transformation of the body only, the soul doesn't have any transformation at all. That we have to understand. Soul is always in one place, kudastha, in one form only, doesn't change. It is eternal. Because the body is temporary, it is coming to a being, then it's dying, and within the birth and death, this kind of transformations are there. So that we have to understand. This is the knowledge about the body, the knowledge about Kshetra. There is, in brief, it is given. In detail, you have to go to other Upanishads and all that. But this is enough for us. Hare Krishna. So, any questions? Any clarification? Any doubts you want to clear?
This is little tough, Prabhu. Tough chapter.
Eh?
This is little tough chapter, Prabhu.
What is tough? What is it? Okay, if you have tough means that means something you are not understood. So, what is that you are not understood?
No, Prabhu, understood, but for remembering it's
Yes,
difficult.
actually, when it is understood nicely, firmly, then easy to remember. So, you have to understand the concept first. The body comprising of 24 elements. First, the first knowledge we have. And what is 24 elements? The 5 gross elements. And then you have Buddhi, Ahangara, Avyakta is a, which we are explaining what are Buddhi, Ahangara, and Avyakta. And then you have the 11 senses, including mind, 10 working senses. 5 knowledge gathering senses, Jnanendriya, 5
And working senses. Working senses.
working senses, which is called Karmendriya. Then
Yeah.
1 mind. Then
Mind,
5 sense objects. Sense objects means what the sense are going after. The objects of delight or object of misery for the senses. This is called sense objects.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. So, Kushama Prabhuji, you have any doubts?
Yeah, I have. The thing is, why tongue is the most uncontrollable senses?
Because it has an urge to speak, urge to eat. No, ears and all that, other things are that you can control to some extent. But
Yeah.
tongue is very difficult because if you release something, you want to eat something, then you eat a lot. Then you are speaking means you can control also. Tongue, when you are in that mood, you want speaking, unresistible urges. So that is why tongue is very difficult to control.
Very difficult to control.
So that is why when we have this, when I'm eating Mahaprasadam, no? Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Salpa Punyam Madam Rajan Vishwasana Vajayade. About Mahaprasadam offering, people with little piety will not understand the glory of Mahaprasad. First it is said that Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Swalpa Punyam Madam Rajan Vishwasana Vajayade. People with low piety, less piety, they not understand the glory. Then he called Sharira Avidya Jal Jogendriya Tahe Kal Jive Fere Vishay Sagare Tara Madde Juhadi Lobomai Sudamai. So Juha means tongue. We are falling in this pit of this nescience, this is the wealth, blind well, and we are suffering. And out of the suffering, the most difficult thing is to control is Juha. Juha means the tongue. So to control it, you eat prasadam only. When you eat prasadam only, nothing else, then the tongue is automatically controlled. You won't go after this what you call fast food, all the garbage and all that. No, you not eat that. Dabba food, no, you not, because you make it a point that tomorrow onwards I'll eat only prasadam after being offered to Krishna. That only I will eat. And then when you are relishing the prasadam, naturally, then you will not have taste for these lower elements, for things. Then you only relish prasadam. So that's why we said you take prasadam only. Then the tongue will be automatically.
I have a small, some silly question.
Yeah, it's not
Because
nothing silly.
yeah. That is what I was thinking is, see, birth takes place from a mother's womb,
Hmm.
which is a common factor for all living beings or entities. But why death is in a different way? Such some die natural death, some die due to accident, some due to murder, suicide, and so on. So why death is in a, what do you say, like different?
No, in actually birth also in different ways are there. Andaja, Swetaja, Yonija. So different. Some people are some living entities come through eggs, some through sweat, some through this womb. So
Womb.
the four different varieties of birth is also there. It's not one.
No, no.
And thing is, whatever be this, the gateway, whatever it is, ultimately the jiva is assuming form. And when a jiva is assuming form, it is called birth. And when the jiva is leaving that form, it is called death. And why different types of death is due to your karma. Because of your karma, either you have a natural death or you have some accident. So this is due to, you can we have the concept of tabatraya, is a tabatraya, three different types of suffering: adhyatma, adhibaudiga, adidaiviga. Adhyatma means the suffering that you have through by your body and mind, which comes naturally. Sometimes you eat some food, then you get some sort of diseases that is pertaining to our body and mind, which come on its accord or by our actions. The adibhaudiyam means the misery inflicted on you by another living entity. Suppose an ant bites you, or you're traveling on a road, your bicycle or motorcycle hits you. This is another type of misery. And adidevika means that is a misery that comes to nature, earthquake, volcano eruption, and so many things are there. This is due to natural. This is called adidevika. So these three types of suffering basically is a kind of karma. Same way, the way the manner which you leave the body is also on account of your karma. That's why you have different types of things. But ultimately, when the living entity leaves the body, it is technically called death. For the soul, there is no death and life and birth and death. Only for the body only, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, Rekha Maji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad-Lad-Dayine Hiranyakashipo-Vakshaha Shilatanka-Nakalaye Yeto Nasimha Parato Nasimho Yeto Yeto Yami Tato Nasimha Bahi Nasimho Hridaye Nasimho नरसिंहमदिं शरणां प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नाकाम् अल्बुदशृङ्गा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गा केशवद्रीता नरहरिसूत जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि 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 बोल उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामः उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामः उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामः श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय मुख पद्मभृंग श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय मुख पद्मभृंग जय श्री विघ्नविनाश श्री नरसिंह भगवान की
Jai.
Okay.
Thank you. Vacha tattva visvasantu
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।